Addy friends, Connie here today for Kitaholic Kits, and I am here today using the February 2017 kit. So we got these gorgeous paints from Kaiser Craft in the kit, in the mixed media kit this month, and I decided to pull out my jelly plate and give it a go. I haven't used my jelly plate for a while, so when I do get it out, I tend to, keep going. So I didn't record the whole thing. Well, I did record the whole thing because I wasn't really paying attention to the recording, and I've cut out a lot of it because I do go on for a bit. So I'm just putting down a little bit of each of the colours that we got in the mixed media kit this month, and also just a little bit of white, just to, sort of make it blend that little bit better. And I am just rolling it on with a brayer and just going through using some cardstock that I cut down to a 9x12, some pieces of computer paper, and also some deli paper that I picked up from my local art supply store. And I am just having a playing around with the stencil that came in the mixed media kit as well, seeing how I can, get that to work, being it's only a small stencil. And I'm just playing, just having fun and playing. I'm also doing some printing in some secondary and third printing in my dilutions journal. So I also pull out, I've got a set of the mini jelly plates as well. So I pulled out the circle one from that kit and having a little play with that. So yeah, that's it for me. Hey guys, okay, so you've just watched me do some jelly plate printing. I have cut a lot of it out because when I tend to start using my jelly plate, I tend to go for a little while. And I was just working away. It was recording, but I will cut most of it out because it's just a repetitive process. But I thought I would come back and show you what I've printed and take you on the direction that I'm thinking of going. So, sorry, I'm just having my coffee. It's probably about, what's the time? It's 9 o'clock in the morning on Saturday here in Australia. I've been up since maybe 6:30 playing around with my jelly plate. So I've been in here for a little while too, and this is my second coffee. So I'm thinking I'm doing pretty good. Okay, so I might just pop that away. So as you probably saw, I used my journal. This is a Delusions. Sorry, I forgot the name. A Delusions, the small journal. And I just used it. I've been doing some little layouts in here, just some mixed media stuff. And what I did is I used it to just clean off my brayer and the stencil. So I done that there. Where else did I put it? Just to show you that as well. I love that. I love how that worked out. That looks really cool. The effect there. And that one. And there was another one. There. That's just rubbing the brayer off. Can you see the metallic from the metallic paint, the gold metallic? Doesn't that look cool? It looks so cool. Okay, so they were those. Now, these are the prints that I've made. So this is using deli paper. So, and this is just like using my brayer and cleaning it off. And I've cleaned my stencil off there with a baby white, and you can see the faint heart there. So that's that one there. This is just plain computer paper. So I can use them on all sorts of things. Another computer paper one. I really like the way that looks. So you could cut that card out and use a punch to punch out all that detail. Look at all that metallic detail in there. I don't know, I'm hoping you can see that. Trying to shine it in the light so you can see it. That's another one. This is with the deli paper as well. That looks pretty cool. I'm happy with that. Now, where am I? That is, hang on, I'll pop this one down here. So this is another one on some computer paper, more computer paper ones. I reckon they've come out really, really cool. I can punch, I can cut shapes out of them. Heaps of stuff I can use these things for. Yeah. So some more deli paper one. I like this one here. You can really see the metallic in here. Like, that's really cool. That's really, really cool. Okay, so my aim really was to get a background for a layout for my February design team project. So, and I wanted to play around with doing different ways, and I wanted to try and incorporate the stencil into it. This is the photo that I will be scrapping of my daughter. So these ones here have been done on the Kaiser Craft scrapbooking paper, cardstock I should say. That one there, yeah, that one. This was this is the rough one out of the February kit, and that was the first one I pulled. That's like really, really cool, like that metallic, and the color is just so awesome. And so what I want to do is I just want to quickly go through each one of these and pick one that I'm going to use for this photo. So yeah, so I'm going to do that while I'm talking to you, so you can sort of get an idea on how the way I think when I look at photos and backgrounds and stuff like that. So here we go. So I've got this one here, which I think might be too dark for this. I love the background. I love how it's turned out, but I'm thinking it just might be that little bit too dark. I'm thinking I want something a little bit lighter, so we might have to put that away for another project. I've got this one here, and this one I used my mini jelly plates. I used a circle. I was trying to do like a pattern thing. Maybe I could do something like that. That looks pretty cool. Like that. I don't know if I like all this stuff here, but I liked it better the other way. This way. What do you think of that? There's that one. So that's a maybe. So we'll put that one over this side as a maybe. And this one here, I can, no, I don't know. Oh, that's not even, that's computer paper. So we'll just chuck that one away. Is that computer paper? That's computer paper too. Yeah, we don't want to use that one. This one, yeah, these ones. Okay, and this one here. It's really good. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know about that one. Might put that as a maybe as well. This one I think is a no. I'm not really liking this one at all. Sorry if I'm talking really low. I feel like I'm talking really low, so I do apologise if I am. So no, that's a no. And then there was this one. Now this one I think I like.
I like this one because I thought I could put her down here in the lower corner. See, that looks kind of cool, doesn't it? No? You don't think so? I wish you could answer me. Or maybe I could put her like that. No, I liked it better in the bottom. You could do something like that. No? I don't know. I really like the way those circles turned out. And then there's this one. See, I think that might be a little bit too much again. But don't mind it. I don't mind it. Let's go back to this one. See, that looks, I think I like that one. What do you reckon? No? Because I've got to remember I've got to add all my layers. Or maybe I could even, oh, see? Now that's kind of cool. Isn't it? That is kind of cool. Like that. Okay, so I think I'm probably going to go decisions. This is what's the problem is. There's too many options, and that's why it makes it so much harder to make a decision. So yeah, that one's not going to actually work, I don't think. Yeah. See, it needed another circle there, I think, and it would have been perfect. Needed that other circle to go there. Okay, so I think I'll get rid of that one. No, I do love this. I do love this. Maybe I'll cut them out. Cut the circles out, maybe. Okay, so we're back on here. So this is probably my favourite so far. And I'm really liking that look. What do you reckon? Or there. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm liking this. Okay, so this is where we're going to go. I've made my decision. So I will come back and go back into fast forward mode and complete this layout. So I'll see you at the end. Bye.
Hey, I'm back. So yes, this is a bit of a funny kind of a video. So I've just done a voiceover on the jelly plate printing, and then I've just done a little bit of a live section, and now I'm back with the voiceover. So it's a bit all over the place, this process video. So now I've in the voiceover, in the live, I should say, I selected the background. I went through that with you. And so this is the background print that I'm going to use for this photo of my daughter. This was taken this year, just before her school disco. So, and I took her out the back and had a little mini shoot with her because she was all dressed up. So I'm just have selected some papers from the kit, the February kit this month, and I've picked out a few papers that I plan on using, but you'll see that I don't end up using them. So that love heart one there, the greyish love heart one, doesn't end up making it on the layout, and either does this black and white stripe. I do love them, but when I put them all together, I found it was a little bit too much. So I decided not to do it. So I'm just using some computer paper there to do my layering up. And I also put my photo onto a piece of vellum as well. That's sort of where I'm at the moment, and I'm still doing that. I'll eventually change. And this is a bit of the deli paper that I done in my jelly plate printing. That's a mouthful. And I'm just going to put that behind to add that little bit of extra texture. And as you can see, when I put this down on the layout, it's too much. You'll see it's just way too much. And I get a doily that came in the kit as well. And yeah, it's just way too much. So I just take them out. So I cut into that paper for no reason. And that is so much better. It's a much more softer look. That was the kind of look I was going for, because the paints, they're not very bright, which I like. I'm not a big fan of the bright paints. I do love bright paints, but this kit all just matched beautifully, and it really needed the subtle pinks and the blues, and that gold Kaisercraft paint is just divine. I love it so much. And yeah, so now, sorry, I just lost my train of thought. I'm trying to get this voiceover done. I've had a heap of problem with my computer today. I recorded this morning. It's Saturday here in Australia. And I recorded it this morning early, before anyone had got out of bed. And I was hoping to get this all done and then have the day. But no, it is now 4:30 in the afternoon, and it has just finished loading. And I've only just been able to do the voiceover because I had computer issues, which is just... But anyway, so I've gone through the embellishments that came with the kit, and I've picked out some love hearts there. There was a piece of flare, and that XO, which I just loved. As soon as I saw that, I thought, yes, that's what it needs, the big XO. And a couple of little love hearts just down the bottom, and they're like frame love hearts, and I really love those love hearts. They're so delicate and pretty, and I wish there was more in there, because I reckon I'd probably use those love hearts on everything. So also in the kit, when I opened it, there was a whole heap of these gold hearts, these sequin gold hearts. And if I had opened if you watch my unboxing, you'll see that they would have gone everywhere. But I collected them up and put them in a little baggie so I could use them on a layout. So I'm going to just spread them around the layout, as you will see coming up. So I stopped recording, and I used my mini stapler to combine to put together all my layers, and adhered that photo with the doily down. And now I'm just using some of my white paint. It's just some cheapy white paint that I got from, I think, Spotlight, and that was the last bit that was in it, but I do have another tube. I always have enough white paint lying around, believe me. And I'm just using my brush, and I am just dabbling on my white paint, just trying to blend everything back a little bit more, so it all sort of works together. And yeah, it's just, you know me, I just use I love white paint. I love white paint, so I had to add the white paint. So yeah, and it just, yeah, blends it all back. I think I say this every single video, and yeah, and I think I just repeated myself twice then. So so I would just adhered down those adhered down those love hearts with some double-sided tape, and now I'm using that fine liner glue thing, and that glue is still going. I'm waiting for it to run out, but there still seems to be heaps in there. And I'm just sticking down the XO and the other love hearts down there, and I will I also use that little, see that little green sort of enamel dot? That was so gorgeous. That came in the kit, and we got a whole pack of them in all different shapes, and they're absolutely gorgeous. I love them. So I had to add one onto the page. And with the flare button, I do stick that down with a foam like dot square thing that I have, and I get my like foam square thingies from, I don't even know what you call them, from the reject shop. So I've come back and I have glued down all those love hearts, and because I didn't want you to watch me do all that because that's just boring. And I'm just using my finger and just blending in a little bit more white paint over those love hearts that I glued down, and the XO and the hearts down the bottom, just so it all blends in and it's, you know, it's all working together. So now I think I'm gonna use, yeah, these stickers are awesome. They came in the kit and there's so many of them, and I was like, you know, thinking, oh my god, there's so many, which ones do I use? And I really wanted to use some of the tiny word stickers because they're so pretty. And so I did manage to use a few of them, which I was, not heaps, maybe 4. Is that a few? That's a few. It's not a lot, but it's a few. And I used that little heart on the sticker sheet. I love those hearts. I swear to God, I love those hearts. And yeah, just adding a little bit of white paint, just again so it all sort of blends in together. And then you also get this tiny word sticker sheet as well. Plus, I think there's like 5 sheets of stickers, 5 or 6 sheets of stickers. So there's so many stickers. They're going to last me forever. So yeah, just adding those down there, and then I'm going to come in with my, oh no, I wanted to do something else with the XO, and I had these really, really old gold stickers, and I wanted to add another XO over the XO that's already there, but the gold was too much because I had the gold love hearts, and I think with the gold lettering it was going to be way too much. So I pulled out these white foamy ones. I was seeing if any of those ones would work, and they didn't. So I just used these stickers. I think they came in one of the kits. Might have been last month's kit. And I added a little J down the bottom there because my daughter's name, and then a little extra XO over the XO. So yeah, I think that just works beautifully. I love it. I really love this layout. So, and now I just come in with a little bit of grey lead and do my little bit of a doodly border and a little bit of grey lead squiggles, and that's pretty much the layout done. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this, and leave me a comment below if you want to know anything or any questions you have, and I will see you next time. So bye.